Okay guys, today's video we are going to cover and show the Gransfors Bruk's small forest axe. This axe is a little pricey for axes. I got this one for about 140 bucks, but I've seen them, go as high as $200 for this model. So it just kind of depends where you buy it and what season it is and things like that. It's very well made. The cool thing is the initials right here, MB, is actually the initials of the blacksmith that made this. So that's pretty cool. On the handle, when I first got it, I messed up and I took it on a 8-hour backpacking trip, and we went to we're in Colorado, and we went up to up to the mountains, and there was a bunch of snow still. We didn't think, it was pretty late in the season of August, so we didn't think any snow would be up there, but there was a bunch of snow, and I ended up falling and dropping, or just coming and hitting the snow and getting water on it and stuff before I put linseed oil on it, because I hadn't got linseed oil on the handle, the wood handle. So that's one thing. If you do get one or another axe or something, I recommend getting some linseed oil and doing a couple of runs of that on here. You can look up some other videos on how to do that, but I messed up and got water on it and then did the linseed oil, so the color is a little odd on this side, where some of the more water, it's a little bit darker on this side. The linseed oil will change it too. I recommend also putting linseed oil on if you have a bushcraft knife with wood handles. Put some linseed oil on there. Up here it comes with a leather sheath, which is really nice. I didn't put any oil or anything on. Other people recommend you do put certain oil on it when you get it. Just makes it last longer and all that, and protects it. And I didn't do that. It's not the biggest deal to me, but you can see it's a little frayed up here and up down here, because I do use this. I stopped using it as much when I got a folding saw. I have a Gomboy folding saw, and works really well for me. But this is still a really nice item to have. It's also just like another thing in that category is wood processing, because 2 is 1, 1 is none. So you want to make sure that you don't bulk up on too many random items, and have I have one of everything, I'm good. Really, in the top 10 of items you have that's good for survival, you should always have another item for that. So let's say you have a bushcraft knife, so you can process wood with that, and then you got a folding saw, so that's 2, and then you have an axe, so that's 3. So that's 3 items in that one category in the top 10 that you have backups for. You never know, you could have your axe on you while you go out looking for wood and you get lost, and that's all you have on you. At least you have your axe. Maybe you have your knife on your belt, which it always should be. So you got your knife and your axe, so that's 2. And let's say you somehow, you hit a river, you fall in a river or something, you lose your axe. Well, at least, hopefully your knife is on your belt, and you still have your knife. But yeah, this is a really well made axe. Really, really nice handle for gripping it. Very ergonomically sound, and you can do a couple things, extra small, cheap things to it. Here's a lanyard, put lanyard hole. You could put paracord through that, make a lanyard. You could put paracord wrapped around up here to protect the spine of it from hitting wood and stuff. As you can tell, mine's hit wood a couple times from using it and stuff, little dings and stuff. Nothing too crazy though. I did that before I put paracord wrapped around. You can watch videos on YouTube about that as well, but it just, kind of loosened up on me and stuff, and I didn't really love it. So it is a nice protector though. I got a little sap on there now. I gotta clean that off. But here it is. I also have the puck from Gransfors Bruk for this. There's a coarse and a soft side for it to sharpen and then kind of polish your edge. And I also run it through a strop as well with some green sharpening paste. And here's the head here. There's the bag top. Show you the wedge. Yeah, this thing works really, really well. When I first got it, it was extremely razor sharp. But like I said, I have the puck for sharpening it and everything, and that's actually pretty pricey as well. I think that's about 60 bucks just for the puck to if you want to get this one. You don't have to get that one to sharpen the axe, but I just decided to because it's a Gransfors Bruk one and it matches the axe itself. You can also find cheaper versions of this, obviously. This is kind of, Gransfors Bruk obviously is kind of the top dog when it comes to it, at least quality, but also for the quality, you're definitely going to be paying that price. You could probably find other axes similar to a small forest axe, Gransfors Bruk like this, for probably 60, 70 bucks, honestly. Here it is. Show you a little bit more of it, how long it is and everything like that. We'll do some cutting. Kind of show you what it can do. Pretty easy. Let's do something a little bit. Let's get this over here. Let's get the big boy. Kind of show you processing wood on this one. We gotta prop it up on something. Gotta be careful of that when you have it on something. Whoa. But there she is. Chop that real easy. Real easy, actually. That was really, really nice split. Wasn't perfect, but processing wood. Nice little trick. If you do that, you can kind of twist it. Make sure your fingers and hands are away, obviously. And let's go again. Processing wood, super easy. And if you only have an axe, you can do it this way too. If you don't have a knife, bushcraft knife to baton. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that. Let's try this one. Nice triangle wedge. Not the greatest at splitting wood, as you can tell. There we go. Just real easy. One thing too is, if you have a piece of wood that you're cutting with the axe, let's get this stuff out of the way. Make sure, let's cut this one real quick. See if I can get it level. Split that, but if you have something you're cutting, always make sure your feet are wider. That way if you miss or it slides off, comes off, it's going through your legs. Never have your legs like this, because you could come and hit. So you want to have your feet wide, so if you come through with a swing, even if you're coming from the side, it will still miss you. Let's get some other stuff. Cut through that. Let's try this thick one. I don't want to place it on the ground just because the follow through. If I do cut through it and it hits the dirt, it's not great for the edge. Split that. That's not gonna hold. Let's see if I can get this one to hold. Split that. Real easy. Not much to it. Sharp. Very sharp now. Yeah, but here it is again up close. You know, really fun axe. Not too crazy big, obviously. Let's do a two-hander if you need it to be. Let me show that. So you can go closer, but if you need to, more power, you can do kind of a two-hander, and then drag your hand down as you're coming, feet wide, so the follow-through is safe. I've seen people with already done ones, but basically if this was cut kind of better and it was a log you're trying to split, you put it like this, a bit behind you, kind of by your heels, come up and you follow through and split that log. Let's see if we can, this one doesn't have much weight to it, so it might, but basically going to be close. And yeah, I thought that would happen, but just because it was a smaller piece, I knew it was going to fly, but just do splitting. Really good axe, really well made. Made in Sweden, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sweden. Gransfors Bruks. Really, really great products. Obviously, extremely, you know, they're known for their high quality that they make. And if you're looking for a really good axe, this one I say is, you know, like I said before, it's top of the line in a way. I feel like with axes, especially in like the bushcraft world, the Gransfors Bruks is usually what people want. It is a bit pricey though. You can find cheaper options for sure. I've seen people have old handles and make, you know, and kind of repurpose them and make a new head and things like that. Never really had any problems with the wedge or loosening or anything with this axe, and I've used it a bunch for wood processing and camping, backpacking, things like that. Great for, you know, going out in the woods and you still want to have, you know, your bushcraft knife, and possibly, if you do have it, a folding saw, but bringing this as well. This can process bigger pieces of wood than, let's say, depending on what folding saw you have, you know. Like I said before, having more tools in the top 10 categories of what you need for survival is kind of best. Don't necessarily go and be like, I have an axe, I have, you know, the knife, I have a, you know, a pan, I got a sleeping bag, pillow, like all these different things, everything with camping and survival, and then be like, all right, now let me get some obscure kind of stuff. I'd recommend just kind of doubling up on those categories, because 2 is 1, 1 is none again. And that's really important in survival, especially, you know, you never know when that moment's going to happen, so you got to be, you know, kind of ready for it in advance, because it'll happen and you won't have your tools on you, or you have one tool, and, you know, you never know the situations you can get to in survival and what you'll need and what will be really, really useful. When you don't have it with you, that's usually when you know, miss it the most. That's usually how it goes. Just real quick, just a quick view. Let's kind of do a size comparison with it. Let's see. It's a pretty thick piece of wood right here. Let's just lay it kind of across. Let's kind of show it. There we go. Kind of see the thickness of the wood. But yeah, and she's beautiful. It's a beautiful axe as well. Beautifully well made. Can't really complain. Like I said, you can kind of see where it's pushed back a little bit on the edge when I was using a puck. But yeah, it's not too crazy to sharpen. I would just recommend keeping the edge as best you can for as long as you can, because that's going to make it the easiest for you. Yeah, I would recommend checking out some of my other outdoor kind of gadgets and tools. If you have any other questions about outdoor gear or even the Gransfors Bruks, leave it in the comments and I'll try to get to it as quickly as I can. Please like and subscribe. That's it for now. Thanks.